Hello. Just waiting for Laura to hop on. Hello, hello. Her dad is coming in 20 minutes. Sorry, Peyton has a friend over. If you're hopping on, say hi. Let's see. Waiting for Laura. All right, guys. We are going to talk all of the things collagen today. There she is. Let's see if I can invite her to watch. So, if you are on, say hello. I hope you guys are liking this. Hi.
Right.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I can barely hear you. There we go. Okay. Trying to do all the things. Okay, perfect. I think we're good.
Yeah.
So, I was just saying, I think people are starting to know who we are.
All right.
That's a goal. That's a good goal. So today we are just going to be talking all of the things collagen. If you guys are hopping on, say hi. Tell us if you're taking collagen supplement right now. Or if you're watching the replay, just comment in the comments if you're taking collagen. If so, what brand do you take? We're just going to give you a little bit of insight. We could literally talk probably all day on this topic. But we're going to go into a little bit of detail about the different types of collagen and why ours is the best, because it is, right? So I'm gonna let Laura start because she's obviously like the master at like up and like the right word choices, because sometimes it gets a little crazy, but I'm excited to teach you guys all the things. I have the bottles over here, Laura. You? Yeah, me too.
Okay. More importantly.
Oh, I didn't bring that. I brought this.
Oh, hey. We'll talk about those things later. So the people who are like, wait, what are those things? First of all, hey everybody, if you're just jumping on because I'm seeing new people come on, hit us up in the comments. Let us know if you're taking collagen or if you're not.
Right.
And then if you have questions about collagen, because that is our topic today. And then if you are taking collagen, what brand? What type? If you don't know, just put powder, put liquid, put elixir, whatever it is. So let's just start with what is collagen, because although in my mind it is becoming more mainstream, I think, Allison, that's because you and I are working with it every single day.
Yeah. But I noticed too, even on my Facebook, like a lot of people, it's like a buzzword.
100% agree.
And a lot of companies are trying to fit in right now and make their own collagen.
Okay. Yeah, and put it in everything.
Yes.
So I see some people saying yes, I take it. Some people are saying no. So collagen is in every single tissue in our body. And in fact, I believe there are, I hope that this is correct, 28 different types of collagen. Like when you talk about type 1, type 2, type 3, there are 28 different types of collagen in the body. Why? We have lots of different tissues. Think about all the tissues in our body. I think people think collagen, and if they have heard about it, they think wrinkles. People, that is the tiniest, when I say that is the tip of the iceberg, it is the literal tip of the iceberg, and everything else is underneath. We talk about muscles, we talk about ligaments, joints. We talk about literally your heart, the tissue of your heart, your arteries, your veins, and how arterial stiffness starts to happen. Your eyeballs start to like not flex and they get old, and that's why we need readers. These, I will just say, are not readers. They are blue light, because mama over here doesn't need readers yet at 47 because she takes her collagen.
That's
so
pretty,
my eyes are still flexing.
Okay.
But even when you talk to like people in the dental health world, our gum tissue, all of the soft tissue in our body is made of collagen. And at a certain point in our life, around the age of 20, every human is a little bit different. Our body starts slowing down that production. So what happens? All of these tissues that are meant to do this, like slide and glide off of each other, start to go, or they even get stuck, okay? So the most obvious form of that is when we do this, and then it stays like that, and your forehead becomes pleated. When my niece said, you have pleats in your forehead, I was like, what? Like her skirt. So it's that idea that it got stuck and it stayed because the collagen wasn't there to make it go like this. That's happening with your joints. That's why we have aches and pains. When you think about arthritis, that's like the worst case scenario. And in some, there are many different types of arthritis, but that idea that we get stuck, those soft tissues get stuck because they just haven't, you know, they don't have collagen. Around the age of 25 now, you not only are not producing it, but what's in there is declining. People, I am nearing 50. There's no collagen left happening in this body. Allison's she's got some years younger than me. So she definitely has more than I have. But you know, it's collagen that truly keeps us young, not just your skin. We're talking gums. And I see someone in here said, oh my gosh, I went for my eye exam. My doctor asked me what I'm doing. I said, I'm taking my eyes. Woo! People, your eyeballs, your gut health and how well your gut can flex, how well your heart can flex. All of these things are collagen. So it's not some superficial, I don't want wrinkles. It's called quality of life. Right. If you want quality of life, you've got to be taking collagen.
She doesn't even believe that you're nearing 50. See, she's...
And no filter.
That's even better yet. No filter here either. No filter.
So as we come from gym, we've got our gym wear on. You know, it truly is reverse aging. And if you go back and you look at my social media and you look at me like 5 years ago, I definitely look younger now.
Yeah.
because I've been taking collagen consistently that works.
It's so funny. My sister was doing our graphic because my sister does like our graphics, and
she makes those beautiful things you guys see us.
She goes, I was stalking Lara's Instagram, and like I went back and she did like a before and after of your face on collagen. I forgot to send it to you.
Oh my God, you totally need to send it and we'll share it so that people can see it's true.
Yeah, it's
true.
Right.
So
definitely.
That's what collagen is. It's a molecule in our body that basically is the youth serum. So when we start to age, everything just gets stiff and stuck. So if we can we have to put it in our body because you're not going to be able to make it. You know, you can go do facials, these vampire facials. You can go get shots of collagen. You can do some other things, but it's never going to like get your body to produce collagen.
Right.
Because it just starts to decline. So that's, I think, the first crucial piece is people need to really understand that collagen is critical. And there are really three, I said there are 28, there are because there's lots of different tissues, but like 97% of our body is made up of three types, type 1, 2, and 3 collagen. So those are really what we're gonna focus on here. And those are the ones that we're talking about, your joints, your major muscle groups, hair, skin, nails. That's those first types 1, type 2, and type 3 are the ones that we're really going to be referring to today.
Right. So that is so good and also true. So basically everyone here should be taking a collagen.
So I'll say this, everyone, because there are probably some people here that are like 20, 25, preventative people. You talk about preventative measures. Secondarily, so I train a ton of athletes, particularly female soccer athletes, the Women's World Cup is going on. There are like 20 some players of top international players who are out right now. Why? ACL tears. Wow. Non-contact ACL tears. It is the #1 injury, specifically in dynamic female sports like soccer or football, whatever you want to call it. So I get them all on the collagen, even though I'm talking about 17, 18, 19-ish year olds. Why? Because their joints are under additional stress. And if we can create strength and elasticity, but I'm talking about strength with that elasticity, they're going to be able to rebound instead of just snap those joints because they are putting such dynamic pressure on their joints. So, you know, it's something that we can be using even at younger ages.
I agree. And there's so many different types of collagens out there. And like I said before, companies are making collagens. They're trying to keep up with the buzzword, which we get, right? Each company is going to try to do their own thing.
And celebrities promote them.
Exactly. So like, okay, Kim Kardashian's going to promote a collagen. Yeah, I'm going to go to the store and buy it because she looks awesome, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's just what we do. And that's what social media is not good for.
Yes.
But we here at Modere, we have science behind our products. We are patent, all of the things that you need to know. And that's kind of what we're going to start going over of just, we're not going to knock other companies, but we're going to go into details of why our collagen is the one you should be taking, basically.
Yeah. And specifically, we really want to talk about, you know, for you guys to make really good decisions, you needed to know what collagen is. You need to know what to look for. So we're going to talk about those things too.
So, okay, first thing I have to say, you could probably go into detail about this because you're like scientific, whatever, but your collagen should not be a source of protein.
Correct. So what you'll see a lot of times are collagen peptides is usually how they're branded. And basically when you go in and you look at that, that is a protein powder. You're not really getting much collagen in there. It's mostly protein powder. There might be, it's sprinkles of collagen molecules, but a couple of things, and we need to dive more into these, but it's going to be powdered, and we're going to talk about why not powdered, but it's also going to be a very large molecule that you're not going to be able to absorb. So, but yeah, you're exactly right. Collagen is technically a protein, but it's not in the same sense of, if you go into research, it's not the same as like a gram of protein from chicken. It's not the same of a gram of collagen. So you don't want to look at it as a protein source in the sense of, I want to build muscle, achieve hypertrophy. That's not what collagen.
Right. Yes. So, and that's a big question that I do get. That's why I brought it up, because like our bottles, there is no protein.
Yeah. I'm like looking, I'm like, yeah. Not. But again, because that's not what collagen is.
Exactly. So that's just a question that I personally get a lot.
That's a good one.
Because people are always like, well, I count that into my protein daily if they're tracking, you know what I mean? Like that has my protein has 10 grams of protein. I'm like, but it's not really like real. So, well, it's real, but you're not getting the collagen that you should be getting.
Right. You're not getting collagen, basically. You're getting some protein. Yay for the protein.
Yes. Right. So, but okay, you can keep going because my kid's screaming.
See, she's got the little people. I've got the big people that are all gone. Like I'm not even actually sure where my son is. He went back to Purdue to visit friends, but he's graduated. So while Allison's talking to her kids, I'm going to go ahead and talk about, let's start first with powder. And for those of you who jumped on after we got started, if you wouldn't mind putting down in the comments if you take collagen or not, and then if you do, what kind of collagen you take, because I know some of you just popped on. So the difference between, there are, to my knowledge, at least 3 types of collagen out there as far as what form it comes in. There's powder, there's liquid, and there's an elixir. I've seen elixirs if you've not seen that. So collagen, let's go back to, I talked about that it's this molecule and it's 28 different types, and we're focusing on type 1, 2, and 3 that's in our body. Let me specify, collagen actually is in your bone marrow, okay? And then it disperses out into our body to like be this youth serum, this fountain of youth. It is bone marrow. That's where it's coming from. So we got to start thinking, we are humans, okay? The thing that we can consume the most easily is always going to be in a liquid form, and the quickest way to get it in your body is in your mouth, under the tongue. If someone's having a heart attack, you literally are going to put like a baby aspirin sometimes under their tongue because it's the quickest way. That sublingual absorption is what we're going for. So powder does not absorb that way because it's big, giant molecules. Like powder just doesn't. It has to go into our stomach acid and go through, hopefully intact, to actually absorb into your small intestine. So that's one thing. Second about powder is, so now we're not only taking something that is a liquid, converting it into a powder. You don't eat it that way. You convert it back into a liquid, and then you're going to drink it and think you're absorbing the maximum amount possible. Like, that's crazy talk, people. You know, you can't take something, put it here, then put it back over here. You're not going to take a fruit, freeze dry it, unfreeze it, bake it. Yep, getting the same nutrients. No. So why do we think that's the best way to do collagen? I mean, the reason people 5,000 years ago got lots of collagen was because they're eating raw meat off the bone of animals. Like, they're consuming bone marrow. So, like, that's really gross. I'm not saying to go out and do that, people,
right.
but I just want to be that gross so that people really get the idea. So that's, when we think about powder, that's a couple of reasons why we're like, well, powder is not ideal. Because typically, if you go look at the science, go try to get science on these things, people. Don't listen to the Kim Kardashians and the Jennifer Anistons. And quite frankly, even us, we will happily send you the science.
Yeah.
Read the science.
Like,
we have,
and if you guys don't want, like, we have videos we can send. Like, it's not, that will explain it in terms where you can
understand. Not just the science.
All the science behind it, but sometimes people don't understand that, including me. I need it dumbed down so I can understand it.
Well, and it's third-party science, because that's the other thing I always have to remind people. The supplement world is not regulated. What does that mean? That means they can literally go put, like, this fertilizer you put on your grass yesterday in your protein powder and sell it to you. And they don't have to disclose that. That's the U.S. That is the food industry that we live in. Now, they do regulate supplements in several other countries. Europe has way stricter standards. They regulate it. Australia, New Zealand. So go look and see if all the ingredients in the collagen you're using are allowed to be used in collagens, or if they're selling it there. That's one test. I know you're like laughing over there. I don't know what's going on. So, oh, hi, Munchkin. We always get some guest stars on the show. So that powder idea, that's the first thing. The second thing, what was the second thing we said about that? We said the molecule is too big, right? Yeah. So you're going to go read, because some people will say, hey, collagen is a myth because the molecule is too big. You're correct. The molecule is too big. We don't absorb it. The difference is the collagen that Allison and I take and recommend to our clients, the patented process has taken the molecule and made it so small that we actually start to absorb it sublingually in the mouth. So before it has to go through your digestive system, before any of that happens, we can actually absorb it straight into the bloodstream. That is the most efficient, most effective way to get something into your body. And as a result, your absorption rate is going to be astronomically better than it is with any of the other collagens that are out there. The third form is the elixir. And this is new. Allison's like, what? I haven't seen that. Okay.
I don't think I've heard of this.
Girl, and people, if you are in this chat and you're like, elixir, if you've heard of it, get in there and tell me, because this is a new marketing ploy. You know how these packages love, like, everybody, they want to sell more. So they're like, so the collagen that we take, the company is called Modere. Allison mentioned that earlier. We patented this process. We came out with this. It's #1 globally. And so everybody's like, crap, we got to keep up with what they're doing. So I have heard of so many companies with elixirs. Yes, here's what they're doing. So they're taking their powdered collagen, mixing it up, bottling it, and sending it to you as a liquid collagen. And they can't say liquid collagen, so it's called an elixir.
Okay, so I know I've heard of it. I think one company I can think of off the top of my head. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, we're not naming any other company.
Yeah, one other company I think I've heard say it that way, but I never knew what that meant. Oh my God, that's so wow.
It's marketing, you guys. It's just like when we like, and I don't mean to. I'm just gonna be really generic and talk about like cereal. Okay, breakfast cereals. They're like, Cheerios, so good for your heart health. You cannot convince me that eating a highly processed food is better for my heart health than eating real food. But it's marketing, because I'm sure they were able to manipulate studies or use studies from somewhere. And I can talk to you about this in depth if anybody wants to jump off that cliff with me, because I am reading this crazy, amazing book called ultra processed foods. And it is about the ingredients that we, especially in the U.S. and UK, have in our foods and how it has made us so dramatically unhealthy. So, you know, when we're talking about looking at the ingredients,
what's the book called?
Ultra processed foods.
Ultra, okay.
Yeah, and it is phenomenal. And you guys, you're gonna like, it's going to make you want to stop eating bad food. I promise you, because it is so disturbing. Okay. Yeah, we will share. I will share the book, and I'll make sure that I put it in the comments of this actual live afterward, because the guy didn't even say, hey, stop eating them. He just goes over like what it is, and he's a doctor, and there's lots and lots of studies. But it's that idea that, especially with the supplement industry, where we don't even know if the ingredients listed on the box, the bottle, the bag are accurate, because it's not regulated or tested.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, that's a side note to that. But so those are the three types. We have powder, which is probably the most common. People think of that, or collagen peptides, which is protein powder, not collagen. Then we have liquid, which is Modere has liquid collagen. And then we have elixirs, which is actually powdered collagen that they've already mixed for you and put it in. Craziness. So we've got to go back to getting actual bone marrow into our body, which is, I think, really important. So I don't know if you have anything to add to those three things, the three types that we talked about.
I don't think so. The only other thing too that I have people always come to me with, and like I always try to educate people on like the difference between like marine collagen, bovine collagen. Maybe we can touch on that just really quick, just because that's something I get a lot, and it's like our bodies are not the same as fish, so like I don't know what why we're taking fish collagen. Or like a vegan collagen.
Maybe some people want to be a shark. I don't know. Like,
I mean, if you do, like, no more power to you. If that's like your second life stuff, like maybe you should take that. But like,
so you're right, because people do ask about that too. So there are multiple different types of collagen. The most common ones you see on the market are going to be bovine, is probably the number one that you see, especially in powdered collagens. Yeah. You may see porcine sometimes, and then you're going to see marine. That's a pretty common one, and you see that one a lot in the elixirs, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And then the last one you didn't mention, I'm surprised, because I get this one all the time: vegan collagen. So plant collagen. So plants don't have collagen in the same way that we do. I know you're laughing because it does seem like it might be rather obvious, but
it's like, okay, but I understand where people come from sometimes. Like if they don't know, if they're not educated on it, like I get it. So but at the same time, then when
we do have plant protein versus animal protein, collagen, there is collagen. It's not exactly collagen though. It's a little bit different, and it might help. I will say this. It might help applied topically for some moisture, like as a moisturizer. But it's not the kind of collagen that actually is like reverse aging for your skin, for wrinkles. It's just a moisturizer. And it's certainly, when consumed internally, doing nothing, like absolutely nothing. So I hate to break it to you, if you are a strict vegan, you're going to have to consume animal collagen if you want the benefits of collagen. We are animals, and we need to go with other warm-blooded animals to reap any benefits. Then when you start looking at porcine, pig, cow, or chicken, if you look at the research, the one that's the most bioidentical to humans is actually chicken. However, it's more expensive. It's more expensive to source that. So that's why we, again, typically see bovine. And in fact, the reason bovine is out there and porcine is because those two animals are used for so many other foods. And then there are lots of extras left over. And I mean, like, okay, we send the cow in, we send the pig in to butcher, and we get this roast, and we get this steak, and we get these hamburgers, and we get this sausage. And then we're like, now we have have these intestines and these buttholes and these hooves and this half a ear over here. What can we do with that? Let's grind it up and make it into collagen.
This
That is literally what they are doing.
So if you are listening to this and you are taking a bovine collagen, you better go throw that in the trash right now.
I'm like waiting because someone a little bit ago put like a vomit emoji. I'm like, just wait. The vomit emoji is coming because we have all of this food waste that's happening, and that's really cheap for these companies to purchase and then grind up and use, because it's technically collagen, but that means you've got all these scraps of the animal being shoved in there together, and usually it's going to be some pig, some cow, and they don't have to disclose that. Right. So it might say bovine, but if less than 20% is actually from the pig's backside, their butthole, because that happens a lot, people. I just have to say it because it happens a lot. I grew up on a farm, and I've been to the actual places where they butcher the animals. That's what's in your collagen. So my favorite thing to talk to people about is the fact that when you are taking collagen like that, that's the equivalent of eating bologna. You're taking the bologna of collagen. You want to take the bologna, or you want to go get the like grade A steak?
And most people I know are buying it because first they can buy it at the stores and it's easy to get, and two, it's because it's super cheap. Yeah. But just remember,
now you know why.
When you're buying super cheap stuff, you're gonna get super cheap results.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just know.
I mean, how many times have you talked to your clients and they're like, well, I don't want to buy collagen from you because I've been taking my collagen forever and I don't see any results.
Yep.
So I'm always like, what collagen are you taking? Yeah, so that's a great question. So A, no vegan. Yeah. There's no vegan collagen. B, there's marine collagen, doesn't work on us because we're not fish. And then if you can, you want to go with chicken, which is the most bioidentical, versus having bovine or porcine, because that's what it'll say. It'll say bovine or porcine is usually what the ingredients will say. And lastly, one source. You don't want all these crazy sources. You want one source so that it's nice and clean. You know where it came from. You need to research that stuff. You don't want hooves and tongues and parts of ears and intestines. You want bone marrow from one area so that you know it's clean. And ideally, if you can, that it was sourced ethically. That, again, I grew up on a farm, and yes, I saw all of the things.
Yeah.
It is, part of that is just life, but I love animals. And I don't want to see, them just mercilessly slaughtered. So that's another thing that was really appealing to me about ours, was that it is all ethically sourced. So,
right. Yes, I agree with that. And powder collagens only have a 20 to 25% absorption rate. So you're not even, I'm sorry, this is like a madhouse over here.
Right. They're just taking their money and they're just doing this when you take their collagen. So,
and I've heard people say too, in our company, that like they basically need to take the whole container of powdered collagen to get our collagen. So our collagen, you only need 2 tablespoons daily. That's it.
Yeah. So I know that because we were like, when we were trying to outline what did we want to talk about today, we were like, okay, we need to get through all these things. So we've talked about the fact that you need to know what collagen is. You need to know why you need it in the body. That is bone marrow, where it can be sourced from. You need to look for a single source. You need to look for a clean source. And then you need to start looking at the fact that Modaire's has the very small molecules so that it's being absorbed. That's the other part of the absorption rate that you were just talking about. The fact that these other collagens have such a poor absorption rate are because of the quality of the collagen in it, and the fact that the molecule is so big, you're basically just eliminating it. That's why they would have to drink, a gallon every day to get what you get in a tablespoon in the morning and a tablespoon at night of our liquid collagen.
Exactly.
So, and again, we are happy to send, and in our link, I'll make sure that I'll put the pubmed.gov studies in this so that people can go look at the science, like go look at the third-party science that actually exists. Just to further drive that home, we have third-party science. Ours is actually approved by NSF, which is massive, you guys. That means, so all my D1 athletes that I train and professional athletes, because I have been extremely fortunate in my career to train a lot of professional athletes too, where they get drug tested, they can take this because we know what's in the supplement is cleared by the NSF. So that's a very rare accreditation. It's very difficult to get. And then lastly, I think you mentioned it earlier, we have 7 U.S. and international patents. That means if other people try to claim that they have shrunk the molecule or they have this single source ethically, derived collagen, that's not true because we still hold the patents on those. And when we mention international, that's really important because going back to that idea of crazy ingredients and what they are in our body, we are sold in Europe, we are sold in Australia, we are sold in New Zealand, we are sold in all these markets where the supplement industry is regulated, and they go and they test for all of those ingredients and make sure that they're clean and that they're safe. Right. So the fact that we're sold in those countries is just another layer. Oh yes, thank you. Sorry, National Sports Foundation. I didn't put that in. I didn't say that. I just assume everybody knows. So I appreciate you, Shauna, for putting that in there. But yeah, I think that those are important factors as well.
No, yes, definitely. And like, basically, I was looking at the flyer to make sure we hit all the pinpoints.
Yeah.
Basically, all we didn't say, well, we kind of did, what you need to look for in the best collagens. So I have our collagens here. I'm going to try to show
I know.
them. So
show them.
They are.
I have a few.
See if I can, hold on. Let me see if I can do this somehow.
Here.
Okay, so, yeah, there you go. Oh, you even have the trim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have trim. I don't know if I can. So I have these.
Oh, yay. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about, just hold up sport first. Okay. Let's just go. Okay. So this is the one I'm going to talk about right now. So I know we just said, well, these are all collagens. You're like, but wait, why are there different ones? Okay. The collagen is the collagen is the collagen is the collagen. And it's in every product we just showed you.
Right.
So all of these bottles that look like this, liquid BioCell, you're going to take 1 tablespoon in the morning, 1 tablespoon at night. And that is going to give you the optimal dose that the studies were all done. All the PubMed data, all the third-party studies were done on that is the optimal dose. Each of these is a different formula. We're talking about the ingredients around the collagen. So Pure that Allison is holding up, that's that kind of teal color, that is just the collagen. That is just the collagen. The other ones, Skin, Sport, Life, the other stuff that we're showing you, have additional ingredients above and beyond the collagen that are going to kick in some other amazing results. So Sport, for example, is the one that I have all my soccer girls on. Why? It has BCAAs, it has L-theanine, it has all these great things that help them with recovery.
This is actually my favorite.
I use that one and Life.
Yes, those are the two that I'm using right now. Yes.
So we both lift very heavy. And we love it, and it's a part of our lifestyle, and so it helps to recover. I actually have another a gym owner that just started Sport. He's I think maybe 5 or 10 years younger than I am, but has been kind of in chronic pain and was afraid that he was going to have to like pull back. And so I was like, hey, get on this Sport collagen. 2 or 3 weeks in now, that's all it is. And like every single morning, he's like, I got out of bed, nothing hurt. He's like, I've not changed a single thing except for adding this to my routine. And he's only 2 or 3 weeks in. He's not even done with 1 month. Yeah. Yeah. So Sport does that. Skin is going to focus obviously on the more aesthetic stuff. So it's going to have stuff that's really going to focus on moisturizing your skin glow, all that.
I did take this for a month and I did notice this moisturizing and like not as dry feeling.
Yeah. It's like that little extra glow. And it comes from like some fruits that are in there and some additional ingredients. Again, you can read the ingredients. We have FAQs and some really transparent ingredient lists that we can always send to you. Yep. Life is the one that is like every human, all purpose, because it has some extra ingredients in it that focus on gut health and heart health. And we all need gut health and heart health. The #1 killer for women is heart disease. So this is one that I'm real keen on as well. And we even have travel packs. So we have Pure, the one that you showed. And oh shoot, I should have, that comes in little travel packs. I have those too, but I left it in the pantry, that are liquid.
Yeah.
It's like individual liquids. These, oh yeah, someone's asking about pet. We'll get to pet and equine in a minute. We didn't even talk about that. But these are chews. They're kind of like Starburst. So let me pull that out. So this is one dose. They're like little candies. And you're still going to chew them, chew them, chew them, chew them, chew them. So you still get that sublingual absorption of the liquid collagen. The difference then is, because you mentioned trim,
Yes.
this is considered a collagen product of ours because it does have the collagen in it. It has 1/4 of the optimal dose. This actually has conjugated linoleic acid in it, which we know is another thing that the body produces, but at around our 20s, we start to diminish. And so our fat cells get bigger and we have a harder time eliminating fat. So this is going to put CLA back in our body, as well as then when you start to shrink, you want your skin to shrink with you. So it's going to shrink up your skin and keep it really elastic with you. So this is our other really popular collagen product. And it's kind of like these are literally liquid, and we'll take a shot at the end.
Yeah.
This is more like a pudding.
I have this. I don't have my spoon.
Oh, good.
So like I can literally, like, it's literally
a liquid. Look. Beautiful. And it has kind of a berry taste, Life does, as well as skin.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, then just really quick, we do have pet collagen.
Yes.
It comes in a dropper. I will say we have a Yorkie and a German Shepherd, and they've both been on it. Our Yorkie tore something in its leg probably 2 months ago. And the doctor was like, well, just keep his minimum, like, don't let him run around like a crazy man, like, don't take him on walks. And I was like, okay. And like, we gave him like some kind of, I think it was like a steroid. And they're like, well, if it doesn't heal itself, then we need to do surgery. And I was like, well, you know how much pet surgery is? Like, I was like, oh gosh, like, this is not good. He is walking around perfectly fine.
I'm always amazed. We actually foster dogs and try to get them adopted out of the shelter. And most of ours are coming from the street. Like, they are strays. Yeah. So they have completely like lost their hair. They have limps and gimps, and their little paws are always, I say little, they're usually pit bulls. Those are the ones that are usually left on the street. So we do a ton of fostering. And every time we get one of those dogs, we put them on the pet collagen immediately when they get in. And the shelter, when they come back and do the check, is always like, once again, we can't believe it. And we donate the pet collagen as well to the shelter for them to give it, because it's so incredibly effective. And actually, our current dog was a failed foster, and we adopted her because we loved her so much, obviously. But when she first came, like day 2, she went to go play and was going to get adopted, and her basically blew her knee, hip out, and they're like, you'll never be able to fix it. Wow. And so we're like, 3 weeks later, and now 3 years later, she's a nut job. And if you guys watch me on social media, you'll watch, I run 4 or 5 miles with her all the time. Wow. And that's because of the Modere Pet Collagen. She doesn't hurt. Like, she literally couldn't even lay down or walk upstairs after that happened for like a week, until the pet collagen started kicking in. The last one is we have equine, which is huge in the horse world. We're talking, you know, Kentucky Derby racehorses are using this stuff. Go back and look in the last Summer Olympics, the Canadian winner in dressage, that horse takes the Modere collagen. Yeah. Like, so again, that speaks to how clean the product is, because even the horses were able to use it at the Olympics, and how effective and efficient and wonderful it is. So some really good stuff. And the collagen that the pets use and the collagen in the equine is the same quality. It's the same collagen. Right. So they found that it is also equally bioidentical to pets, cats, dogs, and horses. Right. So that chicken collagen is the way to go. Oh, good. Someone shared. My 8-year-old Boston Terrier was hit by a car at 4 years old and has been thriving. People don't make us cry, but I'm happy to hear that.
That's good that it's working. Like, I really am shocked, because for me, I was like, really, like, am I going to buy this for my dogs? But it's really been working, and I'm surprised. Our German Shepherd's 8, and like, you can tell their hips and everything go first. you can tell he's definitely doing better on walks and stuff.
Yeah. This is about quality of life. Like, stop getting up and accepting the fact that, I'm getting old. Yeah. No, take a quality collagen and you will notice the difference. We have a 30-day money back guarantee, right? You take that first month, you don't feel it, guess what? We'll give you your money back. Like,
you can
because I guarantee you it will work.
You can literally send them back the empty bottles.
Ship them back, they give you your money back. Which is crazy. I've literally had no one do that ever.
I never did either. No. They always get it. And then they're like, wait, and when am I going to run out? I can't run out. Am I going to get another order? Yes. So wrap it. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. Let's wrap it up. Oh, Allison. Yeah. Neither one of us has said a thing about the fact that right now you can get a bag of chews for free. What are we even doing with ourselves right now? Look, she's like, I'm dealing with children. That's what I'm doing. No. I wanted to say, yes. So right now, you spend $100, you are going to get the Life Chews for free. Guys, these are perfect for traveling. Yeah. If you're in a rush and you don't have time. I mean, it takes 2 seconds to take our products, which is awesome. But they're really nice if you can't travel with liquids or something, then you have the chews on hand already, and the bag is free if you order collagen or whatever you want to order. It's literally buy any $100 purchase and you get it free. And if you are shopping with us already and you're a customer, if you want to be a customer, it is super simple. We have an app that is literally it's better than Amazon, I think. I do too. It works virtually like Amazon. Laid out, like so easy to shop from. And we are also giving away Taylor Swift tickets. So if you have missed her tour, tickets. Well, yeah. It's tickets, it's airplane voucher, it's an Airbnb voucher. Yes. That's if you buy that $100 and get the free shoes. Yes. Yeah. So, yes, I am very excited about that. So the chews are awesome. Yes, like she said, they're chocolate. Taste like Tootsie Rolls. They're chocolate. They taste like a Tootsie Roll. So let us know. We will post some things in the comments. The book and some science stuff behind it. But literally, if you guys have any questions at all, or if you were taking a collagen and you're not sure about it, send us a picture. Let us know. We're here to help you. I have looked at ingredients before and tried to help people. Yeah. So we're here for all of that. And I hope this was informational. I hope people get back on and watch it. I mean, I learned some new stuff. You can always learn new stuff on it. But yes, if anyone has questions or anything, are you going to take a collagen shot? Yes, we need to take a collagen shot. Well, you have to tell them. We also need to tell them that the free chews is through August 1st. Yes. You can't dilly dally. Yes, and we are still starting the August 7th 5-day drop group. Oh yeah. If you want to join that, just let us know. We're gonna have like accountability with it. By the way, if you buy that, you're gonna get the free chews. And it's gonna be Taylor Swift. Yeah. So hey. Winning. So you can do both. Yes, exactly. Okay, so she's doing it on the spoon, and I'm doing it in the little beaker thingy. Oh gosh, it tastes so good. Cheers! Cheers! Deliciousness. So those are my kind of shots, baby. Yeah. And they all do taste a little different, but it's still very, very good. Yep. So we have questions. I mean, if you have questions, please reach out to us. That's why we're here. Send us, go throw your powdered collagen away and message us because it's going to help you. Facts. All right. All right. I'll see you next week, and we better see you guys too. All right. Have a good day. Bye. Bye.